Beetlejuice was released in theaters in 1988. It has been 38 years since that time. The world was a different place then, relying on practical effects and distinct comedy styles that contrast with the digital landscape of 2026. The movie follows a recently deceased couple who hire a chaotic bioexorcist to scare away the new living tenants of their home. It remains a memorable part of cinema history. Time has moved forward for everyone involved in this production. In this documentary, we revisit the cast and see where they are today in 2026. Michael John Douglas, known professionally as Michael Keaton, was born on September 5, 1951, in Coraopolis, Pennsylvania. He was 36 years old when Beetlejuice was released in theaters. He played the character Beetlejuice, a bioexorcist who claims he can remove the living from the homes of the dead. The character is chaotic, crude, and manipulative, serving as the film and Otho's titular antagonist and agent of chaos. Director Tim Burton originally considered Sammy Davis Jr. for the role before settling on Keaton. A notable behind-the-scenes fact is that Keaton improvised roughly 90% of his lines, creating a performance that was distinct and unpredictable. Before this film, Keaton was primarily known for comedic roles in movies like Mr. Mom and Night Shift. Following the success of Beetlejuice, he reteamed with Burton to play the lead in Batman in 1989, which became a global phenomenon. His career saw a resurgence in the 2010s with critically acclaimed performances in Birdman and Spotlight. He received an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor for his role in Birdman. In his personal life, Keaton was married to actress Caroline McWilliams from 1982 to 1990, and they have one son named Sean. He has maintained a private life, often residing on his ranch in Montana when not working. In 2026, Michael Keaton is 74 years old and remains a highly respected figure in Hollywood. He returned to his iconic role in the sequel Beetlejuice, proving the longevity of the character. His portrayal of the ghost with the most remains a defining performance in the history of horror comedy. Alec Ray Baldwin III was born on April 3, 1958, in Amityville, New York. He was 29 years old at the time of the film and Otho's release. He portrayed Adam Maitland, a mild-mannered model maker who dies in a car accident along with his wife. Adam is the straight man to the chaos around him, representing a traditional and gentle ghost who just wants his quiet home back. The studio initially wanted a more established star for the role, but Burton fought for Baldwin's casting. During filming, Baldwin reportedly felt that his performance was poor and worried the film would end his career. Before Beetlejuice, he had appeared in television soap operas like The Doctors and Knots Landing. After the film, his career accelerated, leading to leading roles in The Hunt for Red October and Glengarry Glen Ross. He later found massive success in television comedy, winning 2 Emmy Awards for his role as Jack Donaghy on 30 Rock. His career faced significant controversy and legal challenges following a tragic incident on the set of the film Rust in 2021. He has been married twice, first to Kim Basinger and later to Ilaria Thomas, with whom he has a large family. In 2026, Alec Baldwin is 68 years old and continues to work in the industry despite the challenges he faced. His role as Adam Maitland stands as a reminder of his early charm and ability to play sympathetic leading men. Virginia Elizabeth and Geena and Davis was born on January 21, 1956, in Wareham, Massachusetts. She was 32 years old when Beetlejuice premiered. She played Barbara Maitland, the sweet and domestic wife of Adam, who struggles to grasp the reality of being dead. Barbara serves as the emotional anchor of the story, sharing a maternal bond with the character Lydia. Davis was cast after Tim Burton saw her performance in the horror film The Fly. A behind-the-scenes detail reveals that she performed many of her own stunts, demonstrating her physical capability early on. Before this role, she worked as a model and had a small part in Tootsie. After Beetlejuice, she became a major star, winning an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for The Accidental Tourist and starring in the classic Thelma and Amp, Louise. She is also a semi-finalist for the U.S. Olympic archery team and a member of Mensa. Her personal life includes 4 marriages, including one to actor Jeff Goldblum, and she has 3 children. She founded the Geena Davis Institute on Gender in Media to advocate for equal representation of women. In 2026, Geena Davis is 70 years old. She remains an active advocate for women in cinema and continues to act in film and television. Her performance as Barbara remains beloved for its warmth and relatability amidst the supernatural absurdity. Winona Laura Horowitz, known professionally as Winona Ryder, was born on October 29, 1971, in Winona, Minnesota. She was just 16 years old when the film hit theaters. She played Lydia Deetz, the goth daughter of the new homeowners who has the unique ability to see the Maitlands. Lydia is a gloomy, isolated teenager who finds more comfort with the dead than with her living family. Ryder beat out several other young actresses for the role, including Juliette Lewis, because Burton felt she perfectly embodied the character and Otho's outsider nature. The floating scene at the end of the film was difficult for her to shoot as she was suspended in a harness for long periods. Before Beetlejuice, she had a minor role in the film Lucas, but this movie served as her breakout performance. She went on to become an icon of the 1990s, starring in Edward Scissorhands, Heathers, and Reality Bites. Her career faced a hiatus in the early 2000s following a highly publicized shoplifting arrest in Beverly Hills. She made a triumphant comeback with the hit Netflix series Stranger Things, which introduced her to a new generation. In 2026, Winona Ryder is 54 years old. She has never married but has had long-term relationships, including a famous engagement to Johnny Depp. Her portrayal of Lydia Deetz is considered iconic and established the goth girl archetype in modern cinema. Catherine and Owen Otho's Hara was born on March 4, 1954, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. She was 34 years old at the time of the film and Otho's release. She played Delia Deetz, the high-strung, avant-garde sculptor and stepmother to Lydia. Delia is self-absorbed and dramatic, providing much of the film and Otho's satirical commentary on the New York art world. And Otho's Hara was a member of the influential comedy troupe SCTV before being cast in the film. On the set of Beetlejuice, she met production designer Bo Welch, whom she later married and is still with today. Before the film, she was already a comedy veteran in Canada but less known internationally. Her career post-Beetlejuice includes the role of the mother in the blockbuster Home Alone franchise and voicing Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas. She experienced a massive career resurgence with the sitcom Shit and Otho's Creek, for which she won an Emmy Award for Best Lead Actress. She is known for her ability to create distinct, often eccentric characters with unique voices. In 2026, Catherine O. and Otho's Hara is 72 years old and is regarded as a comedy legend. Her role as Delia remains a fan favorite for its neurotic energy and memorable delivery. Jeffrey Duncan Jones was born on September 28, 1946, in Buffalo, New York. He was 41 years old when Beetlejuice came out. He portrayed Charles Deetz, a former real estate developer who moves his family to the country for a quiet life. Charles is a passive character who is often oblivious to the supernatural events occurring in his own house until it is undeniable. Jones was cast based on his commanding presence and previous work in theater. A notable fact is that his character is the only one in the family who seems genuinely happy about the move to the country initially. Before this film, he was best known for his role as Emperor Joseph II in Amadeus and the principal in Ferris Bueller and Otho's Day Off. After Beetlejuice, he continued to work with Tim Burton in films like Ed Wood and Sleepy Hollow. His career suffered significantly after 2003 due to legal issues involving the possession of child pornography, for which he is a registered sex offender. This controversy largely removed him from mainstream Hollywood productions for many years. He has a son named Julian with his late partner Lolo Tilton. In 2026, Jeffrey Jones is 79 years old. While his professional legacy is marred by his legal history, his performance as Charles Deetz remains a key part of the film and Otho's ensemble. Glenn Shadix was born on April 15, 1952, in Bessemer, Alabama. He was 35 years old when the movie was released. He played Otho, the pretentious interior designer and friend of Delia Deetz who dabbles in the paranormal. Otho is a snobbish and comedic antagonist who accidentally performs the exorcism that nearly destroys the Maitlands. Shadix was discovered by Tim Burton in a stage play in Los Angeles, which led directly to his casting. During filming, he had to wear the same costume for weeks, which became uncomfortable under the hot studio lights. Before Beetlejuice, he was a stage actor struggling to break into film. After the movie, he became a frequent collaborator with Burton, voicing the mayor in The Nightmare Before Christmas and appearing in Planet of the Apes. He was openly gay at a time when it was difficult in Hollywood, and he reportedly underwent conversion therapy as a teenager, which he later spoke out against. Sadly, Glenn Shadix passed away on September 7, 2010. He died from blunt force trauma to the head following a fall in his home in Birmingham, Alabama. He was 58 years old at the time of his death. His portrayal of Otho is remembered for its flamboyant delivery and sharp wit. Sophia Coso, known as Sylvia Sidney, was born on August 8, 1910, in the Bronx, New York. She was 77 years old when Beetlejuice was released. She played Juno, the chain-smoking, gruff caseworker for the recently deceased. Juno serves as a mentor figure to the Maitlands, explaining the complex rules of the afterlife. Sidney was a major star during the golden age of Hollywood in the 1930s, known for playing victimized roles in crime dramas. Casting her was a tribute by Tim Burton, who was a fan of her early work with directors like Alfred Hitchcock. A behind-the-scenes fact is that the smoke coming from her throat in the film was a practical effect, but she was indeed a lifelong smoker. Before this film, she had a career spanning over 6 decades, starring in films like Fury and Sabotage. After Beetlejuice, she made one final film appearance in Tim Burton and Otho's Mars Attacks shortly before her death. She was married 3 times and had 1 son, who predeceased her. Sylvia Sidney passed away on July 1, 1999, from esophageal cancer in New York City. She was 88 years old. Her role as Juno introduced a screen legend to a new generation of fans. Robert Gerard Goulet was born on November 26, 1933, in Lawrence, Massachusetts. He was 54 years old at the time of the film and Otho's release. He played Maxie Dean, the wealthy and opportunistic business associate of Charles Deetz. Maxie appears in the final act of the film, interested only in the commercial potential of the haunted house. Goulet was primarily known as a singer and Broadway star, having originated the role of Lancelot in Camelot in 1960. His casting in Beetlejuice played against his polished crooner image, allowing him to show a greedier side. Before the film, he had won a Grammy Award and a Tony Award, establishing himself as a major figure in American music. After Beetlejuice, he continued to tour with musical productions and appeared in films like Toy Story 2 as a singing penguin. He struggled with a reputation for forgetting lyrics, famously messing up the national anthem at the Muhammad Ali vs. Sonny Liston fight. He was married 3 times and had 3 children. Robert Goulet passed away on October 30, 2007, from pulmonary fibrosis while waiting for a lung transplant. He was 73 years old. His cameo in Beetlejuice remains a memorable collision of Broadway charm and Burton and Otho's Gothic world. Marie Cheatham was born on June 2, 1940, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She was 47 years old when Beetlejuice premiered. She played Sarah Dean, the wife of Maxie Dean who accompanies him to the Deetz house. Her character is skeptical and easily frightened, providing a comedic reaction during the film's climax. Cheatham began her career in the mid-1960s and became a staple on daytime television soap operas. A behind-the-scenes detail is that the dinner scene required her to sit for hours while practical effects were reset around the table. Before this film, she was well known for her role as Marie Horton on Days of Our Lives. After Beetlejuice, she continued to have a prolific career in television, appearing in shows like General Hospital and The Nanny. She later gained recognition among younger audiences for her role in the Nickelodeon show Sam and Amp Cat. She has been married to singer compilation producer Robert Starron since 1998. In 2026, Marie Cheatham is 85 years old. She remains active in the industry, often playing grandmotherly figures with a sharp edge. Her participation in the film places her in one of the most famous special effects sequences of the 1980s. 38 years have changed the faces of the Maitland and Deetz families. Some members of this ensemble, such as Sylvia Sidney, Glenn Shadix, and Robert Goulet, have passed away, leaving behind work that defines a specific era of cinema. The surviving cast members have evolved into industry veterans, carrying the legacy of this production into 2026. Beetlejuice remains relevant because it embraced an unusual style that stands apart from modern trends. It captures a specific moment in creative history. The characters they created continue to live on in viewer memory. We thank them for sharing their talent with the world.